The biggest iPhone update ever is here. With a super smart Siri, visual awareness, generating images, recording your phone calls,
Wow.
and a ton of other features. What about your iPhone? Because I'm going to show you everything new with Apple Intelligence. Okay, let's start off with something really cool. Let's say your friend sends you a funny message, right? And you open up the keyboard, then tap the emoji icon. In here, you'll find this new icon where you can now type out whatever emoji it is you want to create, like a giant nose with legs and shoes. And once you're happy with one, you can just tap add and bam, you have made a completely custom emoji that you can send to anyone. What's also really cool is once you've created your emoji, if you keep swiping left, it'll just keep generating different options for you until you find the perfect one. This is actually called Genmoji. And besides making really cool emojis with it, there's something particularly cool you can do with it. And that is, if in your description you type in me and whatever it is you want, it'll actually create emojis that literally look like you. On top of that, you can change this to any other person it's recognized from your Photos application, or in the description, again, you can just go ahead and type out their name, like Mike, for example. And automatically it recognizes exactly who you want to make an emoji of. This is just so much fun to play around with, especially when you make emojis of your friends and family. I mean, you can literally create the most wildest and random emojis ever and just go crazy with these. But now, let me show you everything new with Siri, because there's a lot. So straight off the bat, you'll notice Siri has a sick new look. But apart from that, it's got a ton of cool new features. So right at the bottom here, if you double tap, you can actually type to Siri, which you could kind of do before, but it definitely was not as easy as this. Siri is now also linked to ChatGPT. So if you ask it a pretty complex question, you'll see it now gives you the option to either search the web or use ChatGPT, which is also in the new visual intelligence. So if you tap and hold down the camera button, it'll bring this up, but I'll show you more on this later on. For now, something else that's new to Siri is you can actually speak to it normally, like set my alarm for 7 a.m.
It's turned on.
Hold on, make it 8 a.m. I want to sleep in.
I changed your alarm to 8 a.m.
So if you make mistakes, you can just carry on speaking and she will still understand you. Nice. What you can also do is now ask it pretty much any setting about your phone, like how do I share the Wi-Fi password?
Here's how to share your Wi-Fi password.
And she'll tell you exactly how to do it. But now let me show you how to do this. Okay, so with Apple Intelligence, you get a brand new app called Image Playground. And it's honestly so freaking cool. Okay, so when you open the app, you get two options, either to describe an image or to choose something from these suggestions. So for example, if you choose a disco, maybe an astronaut, and space, of course, you get a really cool generated image of an astronaut at a space disco. But what is really cool about this is, again, you can choose any person it's recognized from your photo app. So I just chose myself, then an adventure theme with a farmer hat costume style in a beautiful lush forest, and here's what it created. Again, if you swipe left, it'll just keep creating generations until you find the perfect one. So of course you can do this of yourself, or you can do it with a friend, a family member, and as you can see, they're not quite spot on, but they're still really cool. But you also get the option to add a description. So let's say you wanted to add a robot in a cyberpunk city. Bam, just type it out and Apple Intelligence will add it for you. On top of all of that, you still get other options like changing the style to illustration, or you can straight up choose the image you want. Like maybe you wanted an illustration style picture of your dog. I'm just saying, now you can. I personally think I prefer the animation style. It just looks so realistic, but you can choose whatever it is you want. And if you think about it, with all this image generation, you could even use some for your contact poster or even profile pictures. But Apple Intelligence is also on the iPhone's keyboard. Okay, so this next feature actually really surprised me. Let's say you're in Messages and you respond to one of your friends, whatever it may be, right? If you go ahead and select your entire message, then tap on Writing Tools, right at the top is this option to describe your change. So if you tap on it, you can then say, I don't know, add a joke. In some cases, it'll just make the change, or you can use ChatGPT, and just like that, it has literally added a joke to your text. This is honestly the best way I've seen it implemented on a phone, and it's crazy at just how quick it does this. But then there's also these 3 rewrite features. So you can make your message sound a bit more friendly, a lot more professional, or maybe you just want to get to the point and be concise. You also get a proofread option, thank goodness, because if your spelling or grammar is as bad as mine, then you need to use this. Then there's also these 2 summarizing tools. So Summarize will literally take your text and summarize it into a few short words, and Key Points will also summarize your text, but into bullet points. Then there's reformatting your text, so you get 2 different tools for this. You can either reformat your text into a list style, where it'll add bullet points and make everything look super neat, or you get this table style, where it'll automatically put everything into a super neat table. I mean, this is also something I haven't seen on other phones yet. Then finally, you get the Compose tool right at the bottom here that uses ChatGPT again. So you can literally ask it to write about anything like, why does rock beat scissors? And once you click send, in a few seconds, it'll give you an entire write-up. And the best part about all these features is you can use them wherever you can access the keyboard. So whether it's WhatsApp, Instagram, Gmail, whatever it may be, you can use these features. Nice. Okay, so it's pretty crazy that the Notes app can now do this. It's actually a fairly hidden feature, and how you get to it is if you open the Notes app and select a bit of text like this, for example. In this toolbar, if you go to the right-hand side, you'll see Create Image. And now what it'll do is create an image based on that text you just selected. You can then swipe left for different options until you find the perfect one. Or another way of doing this is instead of selecting the text, if you tap the pen tool, then select this image wand and draw a circle, in a few seconds, it'll take some keywords out of the text above and generate an image based on that text. And if you don't like that style, you can tap the plus icon and choose from any one of these 3 different styles. So whether that's animation, illustration, or sketch. I mean, you gotta admit, that looks so good. You can do this with any of your notes to make them look way more fun with like 0 effort. And one more thing you can do with this is if you've drawn the perfect picture with like the neatest handwriting, if you take the image wand tool and draw a big circle around that, you can leave it to regenerate your drawn image for you, or you can even type in a brief description and image wand will use all these references to create a much better looking pic that I would never have been able to draw myself. So, as you can see, you have a ton of different ways to make your notes look a lot more fun and just way better. But another app that got a massive upgrade that is just as fun is Photos. So by now, I'm pretty sure you know the Photos app had a massive update, which I didn't initially like at all. But now it's a lot better because of these 3 new features. And the first one is so good. So if you open up a picture with a couple of people in the background, if you tap the edit icon, then this cleanup icon, instantly it'll recognize people in the background and give them this kind of glow, which you can then tap on and poof, they disappear. Or you can also clean up pictures by just circling what it is you want to remove. Hot damn. Then for the second feature, which you have just got to try, is this creating memory movies. So in this description box, you can type out whatever movie you want to make, like My Time in Paris with French music. And in a few seconds, it'll crawl your entire gallery and look for all your Paris pics, plus add a French song to it. And the third best feature, instead of looking through thousands of photos or videos in the photo app, you can just tap the search bar, type in exactly what it is you're looking for, like sunsets in Hawaii, and boom, it'll show you every single picture related to that description. Which, as you can imagine, is super nifty for finding pictures of literally anything, like your ID cards or maybe even your passports. Useful. Now this is something I've been waiting for a while. Inside settings, if you scroll down to notification settings, you'll see in here that you get something called summarize previews. And definitely go ahead and turn this on, because what this will do is anytime you get a notification, it'll actually summarize those for you. So instead of seeing a few lines of a super long message, it'll summarize exactly what's in them so you can quickly read at a glance and decide whether you want to open it up or not. What's even better than this is inside the Mails app, you'll see every single one of your emails has also been summarized into a single sentence. So like this one, for example, I can see they're trying to sell me toaster insurance and I am not interested. So before even wasting my time and reading the whole email, I can just pop it in the trash. But let's say you do open the mail, what you can still do is at the top, click the summarize button. And once again, it'll give you a super snappy summary. But what about summarizing the web? Okay, check this out. If you go into the Safari app and browse a website, if you tap on this little icon, you'll see Show Reader, which makes the entire website more reader-friendly, but it also gives you this option to summarize the site. So if you tap on it, it'll give you a breakdown of everything on this web page in just a short little paragraph. You can summarize wiki pages, news articles, or pretty much any website that has text in it, which can come in pretty handy. But what's even more handy is what ChatGPT can now do. And you're gonna wanna see this. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is head into settings, then tap on Apple Intelligence, and if you scroll down, tap on ChatGPT. Make sure you set this up and enable ChatGPT to work on your phone, otherwise none of these features will work. And you can even sign into your own ChatGPT if you want. So now you can essentially bypass Siri and talk directly with ChatGPT. Check this out. Please use ChatGPT and ask it why we call them gloves and not hand shoes.
Here's an answer from ChatGPT.
And now I know. As you saw earlier, Siri will also give you the option to use ChatGPT if you want, because let's not lie, most of the time Siri can't answer complex questions, but now at least you got this option. But what is even cooler is that ChatGPT now also lives inside the iPhone's camera. This is so freaking awesome, and how it works is if you press and hold down on the camera button, it opens this brand new visual intelligence camera, which you can do some really cool things with. So firstly, if you snap a pic and select the search icon, it'll crawl the web for that photo and give you a bunch of different results, pretty much identical to Google Lens. You can also snap a pic of a document and instantly you'll have the option to summarize that or read it out aloud, which is so cool.
Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts.
Or you can just take a photo of anything and ask ChatGPT some questions. Like, for example, I took a pic of this keyboard and asked it how many keys were on it, and after analyzing the pic for literally seconds, it gave me the exact amounts. Now, here are another two features that everyone should know about. Earlier in the video, I showed you how you could type to Siri, but sometimes there are accidental touches that open it up. So what you can do instead is head into settings, then Apple Intelligence, and under type to Siri, you can then turn off this double tap to type feature. And instead what you can do is head into the control center, then tap and hold to add a new control. And if you scroll down a bit under Siri, you'll see type to Siri. So now in future, if you want to ask it something without speaking out loud, you can just go into the control center and open it up here instead. Then for the second feature, and probably my favorite, it's something you've all been waiting for. And that is, during a phone call, you might now notice this little icon. And if you tap it, it'll turn on phone call recordings. This is such a cool feature, and how it works is it'll actually let the other person know
This call will be recorded.
Then everything they say, along with everything you say, will not only be recorded, but once you're done with the call, in the Notes app, you'll see this call recordings file, which is not only a log of all the recorded conversations you've had, but the entire conversation is transcribed in there as well, which you can then choose to summarize if you want into a short paragraph. And on top of all that, you can listen back to the recording while reading the transcription at the same time. Damn. But what's especially crazy about Apple Intelligence is this is just the start. So make sure you subscribe to see even more tips and tricks, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles!